Day 2 of the Trump trial. Pretty much it's continuing the jury selection process, going after hundreds of jurors in New York, and Donald Trump supporters still screaming the fact that he can't get a fair trial in New York because it's all Democrat. I get that, and whatever, which and ever. But I really want to talk about someone who's trapped in the middle of all of this, that may not be able to get through this by himself. And that person is Barron Trump, Donald Trump's youngest son that we know of. The young son in which when his wife, Melania Trump, was pregnant, was having sex with the porn star that initiated all of this. Now, we all are hearing rumors that Donald Trump may not be able to go to Barron Trump's high school graduation, which is scheduled in May. We don't know the particulars and everything, but it's most likely that he may not be able to go. Or if they ask the judge, he may be able to say, yes, you can go. We don't know the facts. But here's the joke to all of this. Trump never went to any of his kids' high school graduations. Not one of them. He didn't go to Beavis or Butthead's. He didn't go to the high school graduation of the girl of his daughter, the one he wants to sleep with. So, I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing tweets like from Eric Trump trying to act all Donald Trump is trying to be a good family man, and the big bad government's trying to stop him. I'm getting sick to death of seeing that. Because we know that Donald Trump is not a good family man. He's on the record of saying that he didn't want to have anything to do with his kids until they were old enough to talk about business. He's on record at saying that. So there's that. But honestly, I hope to God he doesn't get a chance to go to his son's high school graduation, but not for the reasons you may think. Not for me being a vindictive son of a bitch. I'm not going to mention the fact that the COVID 2020 nightmare that so many of us in social media have said thus far, that many of us didn't get a chance to go to graduations, and a few others didn't get to attend because of COVID-19 shutting everything down, or some of us lost loved ones. I'm not going to go below that. The real reason I say he shouldn't go, or shouldn't be allowed to go, is because the moment he gets there, he's going to make it all about himself. He'll turn a high school graduation into a circus. He'll turn it all into a political campaign rally. He won't do it because he loves his son, Barron. He'll do it just so he can get eyes on him, so he can get the media on him. And that to me should in itself stop him from going. But I really need to say this to Barron Trump, and I hope that God somehow he gets this message. And again, a lot of you are going to say I'm being a vindictive bastard. I don't care. Because quite honestly, quite seriously, I feel so much sympathy for that boy. I really do. I'm not even playing around. This is me talking as a person whose parents split up. They got divorced when I was a kid. But here's the thing. My father, heaven bless him, was there every day of my life, either through a phone call or a birthday card, right up to this very moment, the very second I'm making this video. My father was always there. And yeah, he got on my backside about things, but that's what fathers do. I can always talk to him. He can always say, I love you. And I knew he meant that. And I always will cherish every moment with him. Even to this day, I'm in my 40s. He's in his late 60s. He's always been there for me. I'm not playing around and screwing around with this when I say this. Donald Trump will never be there for Barron, his son. And if he is, he will wreck that son's life, that boy's life. He will wreck Barron Trump's life. We know this. Because look at the damage he's caused to his sons and his daughter. You got Eric Trump trying to be just like his dad, to the point where he's actually stealing money from a charity geared towards helping kids with cancer. We know this. We got his son, his namesake, Donald Jr., who looks like a coked up addict every time he makes a video. We have his daughter, Ivanka, who honestly he wants to sleep with, but right now is nowhere to be found during Donald Trump's legal battles, legal situations. That she wants nothing to do with him, and it doesn't have to be blood. Look at Laura Trump, the new co-chair of the GOP, lying her ass off just like Donald Trump does, leading the grand old party, the Republican Party, to ruin. And you got Jared Kushner, the husband, the married husband, the stepson of Donald Trump, who got millions of dollars from a foreign country, Saudi Arabia, for reasons we do not know. So my plea to you, Barron Trump, and please, please, please share this video to the point where every Trumper sees it, hopefully where Barron Trump sees it. Please get away from this guy. Get away from this family. If you want an example to follow Dr. Mary Trump. She made a success out of herself. She made a life for herself outside of Donald Trump, outside that dreaded Trump name. Follow her example. Because if you follow the example of your father, Donald Trump, if you follow in his footsteps, so to speak, you are headed for a dangerous fall. You're not headed for success. You're not headed for fortune and fame. You are headed for destruction. That's the way it is. And here's the thing. I don't want to talk this way about father and son. I never have, for anyone, regardless of the situation. But when you look at Donald Trump, when you see the damage he's caused to his family, to his kids, I'd be remiss if I didn't warn Barron about this. I'd be remiss if I didn't warn Barron Trump to stay away from his father, Donald. Because at every step of the way, Donald Trump has brought nothing but misery and destruction to his own family. Barron Trump right now is 18 years old. He has a long and hopefully happy life to live. But if he sticks around the Trump clan, if he sticks around his older brothers and sisters, if he keeps around with Donald, his life will be destroyed. It's bad enough having a father like Donald Trump. It's bad enough having his last name, that he's going to be linked with that nightmare for the rest of his life. Separate yourself away from that. I believe you have a future ahead of you. But if you stay around Trump, he will lead you to disaster. I know what I am talking about. In my life, I've seen deadbeat fathers, bastard fathers, and the children and the damage that they leave behind when it comes to their children. And I've seen, and this is me again, talking from personal experience, good fathers. Fathers that stay in their children's lives, regardless of what they do. Regardless of how they stumble or fall. And that's the whole point. The minute you make one mistake, Baron, your father will turn his back on you. The second you say anything wrong against him, like he did with Mary Trump, with Dr. Mary Trump, his own niece, he will turn his back on you. That is what kind of man your father is. Look at what he's going through right now. He is facing 34 felony counts in this one case. He's facing felony almost. Is it how many? Yeah, almost over 80 felony counts now, in all the cases combined. Don't be like him. Be better than him. Wherever your path leads you to, after you get that high school diploma, make it your own. And if he were a real father, he would be backing you up all the way. Not just trying to see a graduation ceremony where you can turn attention away from you, your special day, your special day in the sun, you getting that high school diploma. I remember over 22 years ago, I graduated from high school. One of the most happiest days of my life. My entire family, my entire family was there, minus my grandmother on my mother's side. She passed away from cancer. But everyone was there for me. Donald Trump's not going to be there for you. He's going to be there for himself. I know what I'm talking about. You know what you're talking about. Your own family knows what they're talking about. We all have seen it. We all have seen why he does the things he does. It's not because of some altruism. It's not for some selflessness. It's all for him. He doesn't care about you, Baron. He does not. If he shows up at that ceremony, all he'll do is make it all about him. Hell, he's already made it all about him. Now, I would say that I'm sorry he may not. Again, we don't know the full story. His graduation ceremony, according to my information, is in May. Now, he may be able to arrange some way of getting to that ceremony, but again, even if he was there, even if they let him there, it won't be about you, Baron. It'll all be about him. Hell, before you were even born, it was all about him. He had sex. He cheated on your mother with a porn star and tried to pay off that porn star for her silence, which led to this. Make no mistake about it, Baron. Everything he has done has been all about him. My God, man. My God, boy, this guy. I'm just speaking for myself. If my wife was pregnant, I'd be there every step of the way. I don't even know if he was there when you were born. That's how sick this man is. Baron, all I'm trying to tell you, my son, my brother from another mother, all I'm trying to say to you is don't count on this guy. Because sooner or later, you're going to do something that's going to irk him, And I'm not talking about spilling milk like a kid or anything else like that. You're going to do something that's going to irk him, like Mary Trump did, and he's going to cut you completely out of your life. I know what I am saying. And I'm sorry to put you through this, but in the end of the day, he has put you and your family through hell. Don't be the next casualty on that. Please, walk away while you still can. CTP and know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.